these rocky shores where I call home, where my heart longs to be. Whenever I roam, it's these rocky shores, it's where I long to be. Yes, it's these rocky shores, they are home to me.
Whenever I leave here, it hurts me so, with tears in my eyes. Why you go? There ain't no work, and the kids need new clothes. The bills need paying, so off I must go.
These rocky shores, where I call home, where my heart longs to be. Whenever I roam, yes, these rocky shores, it's where I long to be. Yes, these rocky shores, they're home to me.
I think to myself, where did it all go? The life I once had on the ocean's gentle road. With tears in my eyes and my head in my hands, away from my family, I hope they understand.
That is these rocky shores, where I call home, that's where my heart longs to be. Whenever I roam, yes, these rocky shores, where I long to be. Yes, these rocky shores, they are home to me. Yes, these rocky shores, they are home to me.
Good evening and welcome to this week in review. Tonight's stories include Election Day results, the Farall was vandalised, A.J. Matthews school report. These stories plus community events, BBS Playbill, Off the Rack and more coming up after these words from tonight's sponsor.
Attention all shoppers, February is Cash for Kids Month in our grocery store. There are more than 50 money-saving coupon offers on many of your favorite brands. Look for the bright red hearts and on-shelf coupon ad pads. For every coupon you use today, 15 cents is donated by that product and this store to the Children's Charities of Gift, the Grocery Industry's Charitable Foundation.
Election Day was sunny and mild. A steady flow of voters turned out on Tuesday to cast their votes. There were 1,096 voters out on Tuesday. Mr. Owen Marsden, NDP candidate, had 203 of the votes. Mr. Greg Sheaves of the PC Party had 229, and the Liberal candidate, Mr. Kelvin Parsons, had a total of 663 votes. Only one ballot was rejected. In the Burgeo-Lapal district, the NDP had 342 votes. The PC had 1,988, and Mr. Calvin Parsons was declared the winner with 3,421 votes. On Monday, February the 8th, we received a call from Fire Chief Glenn Ann telling us that the Farall had been vandalised. Sometime between Friday, February the 5th and Sunday, February the 7th, someone put chewing gum in the locks of the main entrance doors. This was discovered when fireman Bruce Green came to shovel the snow on Monday morning. RCMP Constable Anderson came to check the rest of the building, including the fire exit door, and found everything as it should be. As Fire Chief Glenn Ann explains, this is a very dangerous thing to do. I understand that you encountered a problem this morning when you came to the fire off.
Yes, Marie. Bruce came here approximately 9:30 and tried to get into the building for getting shoveled snow away from the door. And when he come to put the key into the lock, both keyholes was plugged with gum, which is not a very good thing. I mean, if we get a fire call any time of day or night, I mean, the fireman come here to try to get into the building, and the keyholes are plugged with gum or plugged with whatever. I mean, the fireman's not going to be able to get in. If we got to beat down a door, I mean, it's taking time for to get into the fire station to get at the vehicles, and I mean, time is precious. If we get a fire call, all fire calls are treated the same. If it's a chimney fire or a structural fire, or what have you. I mean, once our pagers goes, I mean, the firemen come to the building try to get in. I mean, that would be very costly for someone if they end up losing a house or losing a youngster, or whatever the case may be, or losing anybody or anything, knowing that somebody come here. Well, I was here Friday afternoon. That's from basically, I guess, from Friday to this morning that this was done. I mean, it's not a very good practice for someone to be making.
What about your other doors now? Did you check the other door?
Yes, Marie, I called the RCMP, and he came here, and Constable Anderson and Bruce, Deputy Chief, went up and checked the back door. That was okay. But it was only the main entrance doors was plugged with gum.
Okay, thanks very much, Glenn.
Okay, thank you, Marie.
If you have any information that might lead to the person or persons responsible for this senseless act of vandalism, please contact the RCMP. On Friday, we visited the A.J. Matthews Elementary School, where the students were celebrating Heritage Day. Canada flags were on display around the school. Bulletin boards were decorated in honor of the occasion. Students wore red and white, and the kindergarten class painted maple leaves on their faces.
7. Oh, yes. 7. You need maple feathers from you. Then you two maple leaves on jeans. Huh? Everybody ready? Yeah. You ready, Drew? 6. You got 8 counters? Does everybody have counters? Okay. Okay. Who has a letter K? Me. Can you think of any?
The two winners of the Valentine contest at the A.J. Matthews Elementary School, Kristen Janes and Rochelle Domney. Hi, girls. Hi. Congratulations. Okay, Kristen, let's hold up your Valentine. Let me see. Oh, nice. Okay, what did you do for make your Valentine? What's it made out of?
Aluminum foil and base and paper.
Is it a card? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's a verse on the inside?
Yep.
You want to read it for us?
Okay. Flowers, candies, chocolates too are all sweet things just like you. Happy Valentine's Day.
Very good. Did you have any help with that, or did you all do it all by yourself?
Mom helped me glue some of the things on.
Oh, I guess you used the hot glue gun, did you?
Yes.
Oh, very good. Congratulations. You did a wonderful job. Hi, Rochelle.
Hi.
Yeah. Wow, that's a nice one you got there. Is that a card too? Okay. Did you have any help?
Mom helped me.
Yeah. So was it your idea? Yeah? Oh, very nice. You want to open it up so we can see on the inside? Oh, pretty. What's on the hearts? Looks like there's something written on them.
Earth, sweetheart, Cupid, you lion, you're cute, very candy. I'm yours, 24th, I love you.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. What's your arts made of? Looks like construction paper ones.
Yeah, yes, sir.
And what's on the other side? Felt? Yeah, and on the cover I believe it's felt too, isn't it? Oh, very nice. Well, congratulations to you both. Stay with us for more of This Week in Review coming up after this word from tonight's sponsor.
Attention all shoppers, February is Cash for Kids Month in our grocery store. There are more than 50 money-saving coupon offers on many of your favorite brands. Look for the bright red heart and on-shelf coupon ad pads. For every coupon you use today, 15 cents is donated by that product and this store to the Children's Charities of Gift, the Grocery Industry's charitable foundation.
On Thursday of this week, we spoke with Doreen Benoit, principal of the A.J. Matthews Elementary School, for an update on the activities going on at the school. Good day, Doreen.
There.
Yeah. We hadn't been over for a while to get a report. I understand you got a few things you'd like to report on.
No. There's always lots happening in schools. Schools are places where you can always find lots to talk about, I'm sure.
I understand that you have another person working in your school. Is it community in school, the same as that you had before?
Well, it's basically the same thing. It comes under the Communities in Schools initiative, but there's another group involved as well this time. It's called a Youth Action Team, and that's a group that where the main focus of that group is having the CIS person find students within the school with leadership qualities. It's called a mentoring program. They're looking for mentors in the school, and these people will kind of lead your school and they try to help them help students within your school develop the skills to become leaders, and of course to help move the school forward. So once the CIS person would move out, the objective behind it is that when the CIS person would move out of the school, there are still people left behind to carry on what's been happening as a result of CIS being in the school.
Okay, so how long is that program expected to run?
This program right now is for 26 weeks, so it should be basically pretty close to the end of the school year.
Very good.
It's actually it's a really good program, and it's very beneficial to our school. We haven't fully got into the mentoring part yet because Grace is, at the end of this month, Grace is going to be going to Stephenville with other Youth Action team members for training sessions, and they've got a full week training. And when they come back, then look out, students.
They're expected to bring lots of ideas on how to implement this. Oh, very good. So you're quite fortunate in your school system then to have the CIS program. When one finishes, something else comes along.
This has been exceptionally good this year, and of course, even though our other CIS person is officially finished her job, she's still here as a volunteer, and that's been really good too. So now we're getting two birds for the one stone.
Oh, very good.
And of course, we have a computer lab technician here in our school. Now his, this is through the FRAM project, and his job is finished at the end of February. But it's been certainly beneficial to us in keeping our lab running, because that's a major problem with us, is having the expertise in our schools now to keep our equipment operating properly and installing the necessary software and things of that nature. Troubleshooting is a major area when you get a lot of computers in your school.
And the school reports went home today?
They went home yesterday afternoon, as a matter of fact, and yeah, I would imagine that we have a lot of pleased parents, because there are a lot of students in our school who are doing well, but like every situation, there are a number of students in each class who are not performing at the level that they're capable of. Whether students are getting A's or B's or C's is not the issue. If they're doing their very best, that's all anyone wants of them or expects of them. But if they're not working to their fullest potential, then it's cause for concern. And these students, a meeting has been requested by parents, not necessarily for that only, because there are a lot of issues. When you want to talk to parents, you want to talk to them about a lot of issues. Sometimes you want to tell them what a wonderful job their children are doing. And that's as important, or more important really, than telling them how poorly their children are doing. So we're looking forward to seeing all the parents tomorrow and Friday. And of course, by the time you air this, they will have seen them, and hopefully any issues that needed to be resolved will be resolved at that time.
Very good. And I think you sent over a message to our office sometime during the week about to discuss your discipline. What's going on with that area?
Well, basically, every year in May, we usually, at the school team, and this year we didn't do it until September, we had an in-service with our staff and school council. And what we do there is try to decide what are our main priorities for the school year and how we can improve our school. So one of the areas which we've been working on is involving parents, and another area is student behavior. Now, like most schools, there's always room for improvement in student behavior. And it's been a while now since we've looked at our discipline policy and some of our procedures, ways that we're doing things. So we want a reaction from the community on what they see as good there and what they see needs improvement, and some suggestions from the community and how, if we're going to do something, we want to do something that everybody feels is the right thing to do, and it's going to bring changes and good changes to our school system, because the objective behind it is to improve student behavior and to improve the way that we deal with student behavior. And if everybody is participating and stating their views right up front, then we've got a better opportunity of making changes that are good and that everybody can feel comfortable with. That way, because the idea behind it is to have parents working with us. And if we're working with the parents right from the beginning, in the end, when we're dealing with discipline issues, the parents should be working with us there too. So that's the idea behind it. Two groups working together for same interest.
Sounds interesting. Have anything else you'd like to report?
Well, there are a couple of things that I'd like to mention, and one of them is our Accelerated Reader Program and our literacy initiatives, because of course, from a school perspective, especially an elementary school perspective, reading, writing, and arithmetic are still the three R's are still very important in any school system, because that's the basic skills. And so we've been focusing on literacy for the past number of years, but in the past 2 years there's been a lot of focus within our school. We're still seeing a lot of students who are not reading at the level that one would expect that they would read by the end of their grade level. So what we've done, we've been focusing in on individual students, and through a number of different initiatives we're trying to improve their reading, but we're also trying to improve children's interest in reading from a school-wide perspective. And one of the ways that we've been doing that is through our Accelerated Reader Program. That's a program where children are encouraged to read books, and then they come back to the school, because we can't monitor every child individually, say within our classrooms. It's difficult to monitor all the books that they're reading. But they go down, they do tests on computers, and it's a computerized program that gives them points for the books that they read, and then they can cash in their points for rewards. So it's a good incentive program for reading. And our students, this past month, since January, I've been promoting it, going around to the classes and encouraging them to try to reach another level, because every 10 points they go to another level. And this past month we had 48 students out of our school population of approximately 100, because kindergartens and grade 1s haven't been involved at this point in time. 48 of the students moved forward this past month, and we're really, really pleased about that. That's a sign that we have 48 students who are reading quite a lot of books in order to move up a level. So we're pleased about that, and we're certainly encouraged to see them, and they're showing a lot of interest right now. And if the parents show interest at home as well, I'm sure we can move them all. We can have all 100 of them moving up a level each month. So parents, talk about it with your students and see if you can't get them all reading. That's what we like. The goal is to have everybody in school reading. Well, there's. I wanted to mention as well our new school and where progress is related to that. Of course, you know that we've got the money for it, the 4.2 million. Now there's a lot of legwork that has to be done. So recently, last month, January, the staff and the school councils, both the high school and the elementary staff, and the school councils met to discuss what we wanted to make sure was in our school. And one of the things that was highlighted was that we do want to see a gymnasium in the school system, because at this point in time, a community complex has not been approved, and the arena. We still want to see the arena, and we'd love to see a community complex, but we can't take chances that we're not going to have a school gym. And a school gym is an integral part of any school system. Without it, or without a system, you know, it may be possible that there can be an arena that that can convert easily into a gymnasium for other things. But we're not aware of it at this point in time. And, you know, you don't want to take chances on those kinds of things. This school is probably the last school these generation of people are going to see. So we want to make sure that if we're going to do something, we do it right. But hopefully the complex will come with it, and only time will tell that at this point in time. I think I just want to remind parents, the whole community actually, that Canada Winter Games are coming up in Corner Brook. It's an event that we should all be looking forward to, and even though we're a little bit removed, many of us can take our kids in there during the break in February and March to see some of those games. So why not think about that, parents?
So your break starts
February the 25th.
So that's on.
And it runs until March the 3rd.
Okay.
So it'll be during Canada Winter Games.
Lots of opportunity to go in then. Yeah. Okay, thanks very much for your
And
time.
thank you for coming.
We would like to take this opportunity to remind parents and students that February the 14th to February the 20th is Teacher Appreciation Week. Let's show the teaching and the support staff of both schools that they are appreciated and that we're all on the same team, wanting what's best for all our students. Stay with us for Off the Rack, community events, the BBS Playbill, all after these words from this week's sponsor.
Attention all shoppers, February is Cash for Kids Month in our grocery store. There are more than 50 money-saving coupon offers on many of your favorite brands. Look for the bright red hearts and on-shelf coupon ad pads. For every coupon you use today, 15 cents is donated by that product and this store to the children's charities of GIFT, the Grocery Industries Charitable Foundation.
Off the Rack. Last week on Off the Rack, we showed you one of the classes that had their kindergarten graduation in June of 1987. This is the other class. How many of these students can you recognize?
What's his name? There was a farmer had a dog, and Bingo was his name. I-N-T-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. There was a farmer had a dog, and Bingo was his name. N-T-O, N-T-O. And Bingo was his name. There was a farmer had a dog, and Bingo was his name. G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. There was a farmer had a dog, and Bingo was his name.
And welcome to the community event segment of tonight's broadcast. I'm Linda Green. The winner of the grad class TV bingo was Linda Han. Women play many roles in the community, at work, and at home. It is important that we take time to take care of ourselves. Be sure to see your regular health care provider for an annual women's wellness check. For more information, call 643-4564 or call 1-888-973-4466. A public information session on proper fish handling practices and the provincial regulatory requirements will be held in Burgeo on Wednesday, February the 17th at 2 p.m. at the Far Off. Included in these sessions will be Fisheries Department opportunities for fish harvesters, All fisheries and industrial participants are encouraged to attend. Open house for St. John Central High is scheduled for Wednesday, February the 17th and Thursday, February the 18th. During spring cleaning, if you have any household goods, clothing, etc. suitable for resale, we would gladly appreciate them for the bargain basement. We appreciate all who continually support this project. If your group or organization has an upcoming event planned, we will be happy to advertise it for you. You can contact the BBS office by Wednesday of each week to have heard it included in this portion of our broadcast. That concludes the community event segment of tonight's program. See you next week.
BBS Playbill. Tune in on Tuesday at 7 p.m. for a rebroadcast of Pansy's Garden. Join Pansy and the gang for 2 stories of craft and lots of fun on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on Pansy's Garden. On Sunday at 6:30 p.m. we will have Anglicans Who Are We number 3. And I'll be here again next week with This Week in Review. For This Week in Review, I'm Marie Rose. Good night.